Morning everyone. It is 12th of March and I am on the plot. It looks like going to be a dry day. The weather forecast says it will be up to 14 degrees, so fingers crossed. So let's have a look around and see what's going on. As my sun lounger. No, that is very sunny at the moment, but I just needed to open the shed and get access in there. And it is only a small shed, so yeah. We had a furry visitor in the shed, or more like a resident. I think it was a vole. It had made a nest in a bag of straw, which I used for mulching the strawberries, so I had to take everything out and thoroughly cleaned. And finally, the smell, it was smelling disgusting. The smell is gone now. Has been a few times I sprayed and I wiped everything. So hopefully the visitor won't come back again. Down here is it's my pots. I grew asparagus in them last year. Hopefully the asparagus have survived the frost. We'll see. If no, I'll just empty them and we'll grow potatoes in them. Yeah, my elephant garlic, which I planted the spring before, and it didn't grow last year because it was very, very dry, and suddenly has decided to sprout this year. Some onions next to it. They were going cheap in the shop, so I decided to give them a go. Not much going on the flower bed. Lots of daffodils. I love them. I'll pick up some to take at home later on. Down in these tubs I have got Jerusalem artichokes. Hopefully they have survived the frost as well. More flowers here. Flower bed. On this side here I got perennial cabbage or kale. And look, has been eaten by the pigeons. More flower beds. I found this fig tree by the gate of the plot, and I believe someone from the houses around has left it. It was taken out of a pot, just with a big bulk of soil on the roots. So I asked the people around, is it left there for someone else specifically, or why is it left there? No one knew anything, so I just took it and I potted it. It was going well before the frost. It looks like it's got a frost damage. Fingers crossed. A couple of green buds are here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So this is Asian pear. That little tree, Asian pear. Hopefully it will grow. Not much in this mulched bed. It's quite slippery, so I'm careful walking around. It's very muddy and slippery. More daffodils here. This is my strawberry bed. And my plan is to uncover it and dig the strawberries out, offer them to the plot neighbors, so on the free cycle. If no one wants them, I'll have to just compost them. The reason for doing that is because we have a badgers here, badger set, and they destroyed all the crop last year. Only managed to pick up a few plants of strawberries, and the rest was just destroyed by the badgers. So I've built a raised bed. I'll show you a bit later. I've built a raised bed so the badgers can get in there. Another brassica bed, and another plants are being destroyed by the pigeons. Look at that. Look at that. Oh well. I'm planning to make a big brassica cage and hopefully stop the pigeons. Not much going on here. This is my little coat frame, and the tops of the coat frame has been blown all over the place. So I have to secure them somehow. Empty bed here. I had onions and parsley here. Fennel. I don't know what I'm going to grow here this year. Let's see. This bed, I've just put it some really well rotted manure buzzing with worms, and I'm planning to grow my courgettes here. That's that apple tree, Golden Delicious, as I can remember. I've got a raised bed here. In the corner is a plant. Plants. In our language, it's called samardala. It's from the onion family. It has got beautiful flowers, but also is edible. I've got some perennial onions here. They keep coming back. Needs a bit of weeding. It's everywhere. Another bed with onions, not doing so well. Frost. And the third bed is strawberries, which was again attacked by the badgers. They may have to come out as well. I have to think what to do with them. Anyway, just across is my pond. It doesn't look very much alive at the moment, but I've seen frogs. There were at least 7 frogs I counted in the summer. So I'm sure there's life in it. So that's the bed I was talking about. I built a large, it is 240 I think, 240 by 80 raised bed, and I've planted my strawberries in there. So I'm sure the badgers won't get them. It's not a very sturdy bed. I don't think it's going to last very long, but we'll see. That was an old compost heap where I took the soil to fill up that raised bed. Gooseberries that need weeding. You can't stay on top of the weeds, can you? Under that bin here, I'm forcing some rubber. The first time I'm doing that, so I decided to leave some outside as well. And there is some inside to see what the difference will be. So I'll take it to the other plot, the other half plot I'm renting. It's just the grass. Excuse me. So that is the other half plot I'm renting. There is a row of raspberries here. Oh, excuse the mess on the top. That's my neighbor. She took her shed down in the summer. Last summer, she hasn't done much since. Some blackcurrant bushes. This is the rosemary I grew from a supermarket plants. I don't know if you can hear. Well, this wind is picking up, and they've been doing brilliant until now when the frost got them. So they will need a good haircut. Look at that, no good. I've got some sage here that needs pruning, some spring flowers, some shallots that I left in the ground last year, and they're sprouting nicely. I want to show you some kale. I'm not sure exactly what kale was it. I think it was like a palm kale. It's quite tall, so the pigeons can't get it. And it's still doing well, survived the frost. There's some more kale under here, under the netting, which looks well as well. I pick up some for dinner later on. In the polytunnel, it's not going much. Oh, that's another area which I clear it and cover it. In the polytunnel, it's not going much. I had this polytunnel for 3 years now. It's still holding strong, and just the door is a bit flimsy. The Velcro straps are coming off, and it looks like it's getting a damage here. But oh well, I'll see if I can purchase a new cover because the frame is staying strong. That's what I used to secure the frame in the base and the four corners. As I said, not much going on here. Empty, 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 empty. Stash of rubbish. I've got some leeks here. Leeks. Got some garlic here. Some of my last year elephant garlic still in here. May have some to take some home. Look at that. It's massive. This is an area which needs sorting. There are 3 arches put all together. They're quite the cheap ones I got from Amazon, about £10 each. So I put together, and I grew cucumbers on them last summer. The peas didn't do very well because I wasn't very good at watering. It was too dry. And I don't know, I think I'm going to try the peas again and see what's happening. This part of the plot in here, excuse me, I've got an empty bed. I was given some bunny manure. It's more like a bunny manure and bedding mixed up together, and people say that it's very good for the garden, so I'll give it a try. More compost to be spread around. More raspberries. These are yellow raspberries, and they do really well. I don't know why the previous owner, or renter, tenant has put them just in the middle of the plot, but they're doing well so far. And last but not the least is another apple tree. It was fully covered with apples last summer. I don't know, we have to find how to support it better. I didn't support it better. It was almost touching the ground last summer. So many apples and it was so heavy. That lavender there is coming to the end, so I'll probably take it out. And that's it. I've got a big mountain of manure to wheelbarrow to the plot, so let me get on it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.